3, let's go!
Hi guys, welcome back to the 5th episode
of Beyond Everything.
And we have two special guests today. One returning guest, Maria, you guys already know her. And Gina, introduce yourself.
Hello guys, I'm Gigi and I'm an engineer currently in the making. I'm also Sarah's best friend and these are my other friends, of course. And yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything else I need to mention? My age?
No.
This is not a dating site, so this is fine.
This is good. Okay. How do you feel being on this podcast?
I feel like this was a dream for
It's a dream come true.
yeah, for the both of us especially.
Yeah.
We always wanted to be on a podcast together.
Okay, so let's start with the news that we've all gotten.
Crazy
this
news, bro.
morning. The crazy news that Johnny won
Against
this
Amber.
case.
Technically, they both won because I've read that in order to prove a defamation trial, you need like around 3 points of something. So out of these like points that he needed to score, he scored 3 out of 3, and she scored 1 out of 3. So she has to pay him 15 million, but he also has to pay her 2 million.
Yeah, I've actually found CNN mentioned that the jury has found both Amber Heard and Johnny liable for the defamation in their lawsuits against each other. The jury awarded significantly more damages to Depp, a legal win for the actor. And basically what happened was that Johnny Depp sued his ex-wife for defamation over a 2018 op-ed she wrote for the Washington Post, which she described herself as a public figure representing domestic abuse. Though Depp was not named in the article, he claims it cost him lucrative acting roles.
It did.
So the jury awarded Depp $10 million in compensatory damages and $5 million in punitive damages. And they awarded her $2 million in compensatory damages
does that
and no
mean-
money for punitive damages. So that's why technically he won.
Yeah, but
Case.
she doesn't have to pay the 50 million.
Really? Why?
I don't know. Is
Who
she
said
gonna
that?
pay it? I don't know. I'm asking.
She has to. It's
She has to.
it's by
So she's
law.
gonna be in debt.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
definitely going to be in debt. And like,
I'm gonna find her in
just
the
like a little
streets.
disclaimer, guys. Just like a little disclaimer. We stand like against abuse and against all of these things.
Against
But
violence.
I mean, this was a case between the both of them, and the evidence represented itself. And I feel like the jury like really did this fairly.
Fairly, yeah.
And they took their time with this case. It was over maybe like a
6
7
years?
6 weeks.
No, the
Oh,
court
the
itself,
hearing.
it took 6 weeks.
6
By
weeks.
the way,
7
despite
weeks.
her being in the wrong and everything, imagine how mentally damaging that is to her
And to everyone else who
and
was
her
involved.
family.
Yeah, apparently I heard that because the trial was so long, some jurors, they had to leave. Like one of the guys, like a juror, he had some pain. I'm not sure
Yeah,
what kind of
he
like
was
illness
sick,
he
yeah.
had, but he had to be dismissed. And once you leave as a juror, you can't come
You
back.
can't come back. True.
Yeah, I mean it was a long one.
And she has a newborn as well, which is, I don't know, it's devastating for her.
Yeah, but I mean, you also need to think about it as in like, in the beginning when this first happened, when she wrote the op-ed and whatever, and his career went down, his family, they lost
Yeah.
trust in him, so he also went through the same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
At least this time, it's happening against the world, like in front of everyone in the
In front
world.
of everyone.
Everyone's watching, everyone knows what's going on. I mean, at the end of the day, if he did abuse her and he lied about it, then, I mean,
Imagine she wasn't lying throughout this whole thing. Like, that's
Yeah.
just...
But she was proven to have lied under oath, so that's why
Yeah,
I'm not
that's-
sure
Yeah.
about the case. Like she committed perjury, and I think that her sentence is not yet finalized. I think there's more to it.
There's more,
plus
yeah.
I feel like, I don't know, her body language, the way she was acting, a lot of people said that it was fake.
And she was online during this whole, like, thing, which
But
is
I'm
not allowed.
I'm not really sure if it's fake or not. But from the evidence of what I heard, I just feel like Johnny just has much more evidence to back this up, like phone calls, voice notes, texts, everything.
And Johnny's clinical psychologist was talking about her behavior and how it's severely exaggerated, which doesn't make sense because, there's always like some average points in each mental disorders. And she said that when she did the test, she scored like way above average, which basically shows that whatever the way she's behaving is obviously fake. Like it's not realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like she's still on some kind of substance. That's why she's acting this way.
It was a very like bad situation for both of them, and
Yeah.
I feel as though we shouldn't like be against like, oh, I'm on his side, oh, I'm on her side.
You can't
because
neglect.
I mean,
the
you
other
can't
side as well.
between the both of them at the end of the day, it's not.
You can't be biased
The
about
court
it. as well.
handled it, like, that's not our place to,
And justice is served.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
So it's fine.
Now,
We're gonna be moving on to the famous wedding that happened in Portofino on May 22nd between.
Kourtney and Travis.
okay.
This is really exciting.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about her dress?
I feel like it
Okay,
created.
first let's start with the venue and setup, and then we're gonna talk about the dresses of her and the rest of the Kardashian
theme.
Jenners. Okay, so the venue, I loved it.
I love
Gorgeous.
it. It's my
Absolutely
dream.
gorgeous.
The dream venue.
Literally in Italy, on the lake,
Like
in the
Como.
nature. It's secluded. It's very beautiful. I mean, it's a dream. It
It's
really
the
is. It looks
view,
out of-
the
it's out of a
colours.
fairy tale.
It's out of
What about
fairy
the theme,
tale.
guys? I feel like it really matched Travis's
His style.
personality,
Mm.
but
I
not
feel
hers.
like, yeah, but not hers.
But it was very like classic gothic kind of.
Yeah, it's like
aesthetic.
Catholic
It was
You
a
know?
co-
Catholic, yeah.
It created a lot of like controversy because it was like a Gothic Catholic wedding.
It shouldn't
like-
be like
But
it
I think
shouldn't-
the Kardashians are Catholic. I mean, maybe they're not
no,
really
they are,
practicing,
But you shouldn't
but they are.
mix
They're Catholic.
like
goth with
demonic
with what's it
things,
called?
so-
No, but goth
Religion.
culture kind of stems from like Christianity. So it doesn't have to do with like some
in my head, it's
anti-god.
always
or-
like
demonic
demonic
no,
energy.
it was always stemmed from Christianity. That's why like when
They're always
goth
wearing
people wear
crosses.
accessories, it's always like crosses and
crosses,
stuff.
yeah.
So I think the theme was lovely. Everything was beautiful, but I feel like she's really forgetting her own
Her
identity
identity,
in
yeah.
the process of this because everything she does is very like even her
But-
style. Did you see that photo of?
Oh my, it's all black in her honeymoon, and
all-
she's wearing.
and it's her honeymoon, and
Yeah.
she's just. I feel like she just completely sold her personality, and
I sort of have
they're
to
becoming into one.
disagree with that because I feel like when she was with Scott, her personality was very suppressed. I feel like it was very hard for her to open up and really show her personality compared to her other sisters.
But I feel like she's more like the type to be led, not the type to like
She
lead and
copies.
speak for
Plus,
herself.
I feel like
very,
she's-
like when I saw that
Submissive.
Very,
outfit,
very.
when I saw the outfit with her and him in the honeymoon, it's all black and white.
It's just
This
not.
is not Kourtney because Kourtney is always like, I don't know, she's
Just
always
glam
light in the
and
morning, organic, matcha.
But I think that's
avocados,
really
like,
it's
like
not
the
really.
Pilates mom.
she's literally.
I feel like that's sort of harmless because you never know. Like she might have suppressed her true emotions or like she didn't express herself all these years, and now she's like kind of like
Did you guys
taking the time
wait,
to express
sorry.
herself.
Did you guys know that he moved to LA for Kim, not Kourtney? So
Aren't those rumors though?
I'm not sure, but
Crazy.
like it does make sense. Like everything lines up. So imagine he wanted her sister
that's
before.
crazy.
Yeah.
But I feel like that happened a lot with Kardashian
So,
Jenners
yeah.
and their best friends.
Yeah.
I feel like at this point they're just like, oh whatever.
They're all passing the people around. they're taking turns, you know.
Yeah.
But anyways, I feel like it's just like her individuality is like
Yeah.
I'm
It's
not sure.
lost.
I can't really tell if it's lost or not because I don't know her in person, so I can't really tell.
But it's just
But I
it
feel
changes
like-
over the years, so
yeah,
you don't really.
Definitely. What about you, Yasmin? What do you think?
About the whole dress up thing. I just looked through her Instagram and I find it pretty embarrassing.
Why?
It's just so embarrassing and like. Yeah.
We'll
Like, I
put
don't
a
know.
photo up of her, the black outfit that we're talking about. I mean, it wasn't bad.
It was bad.
You better put it in the same place.
Living your Sidemen dream, like, please click the subscribe button and everything.
Click it here. But you guys, like, isn't it disgusting how they talk about everything in the show, and they have
They're like
kids?
they're not like keeping things to themselves. And it should
But I
be
feel like
that.
that sort of depends on each family. I feel like they don't really care about like secrecy. They just want to be open about everything. And I feel like that kind of creates a comfortable environment around the family. However, I feel like that could be troublesome if, like, let's say their kids are brought up this way
Yeah.
and then they would bring the environment or the way they were behaved, they would bring it to other people and people would be weirded out. Because
Yeah.
obviously in our society, this isn't like normal, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's kind of vital for them to do that because they have their own show, the
Yeah.
Kardashians.
They
have-
need it.
Everything
need the
for
clout.
them is literally their whole life is on social media. It's online. So what are they without that?
That's why
They need to
it's
publicize
very weird
everything.
because her and Scott were different. Like they weren't
Yeah,
really on the media.
Courtney would always, I remember she would always be like, threaten them to leave and be like,
Yeah.
I don't want to
I
be a
wanna
part
be
of the
with
show
my
anymore.
kids.
I want to be with my kids.
I want to be a
like that.
mom.
I don't know everything is now, but she looks happy, and I'm happy.
And I'm happy
for
that
her.
she's happy. Yeah.
Yeah. Now let's talk about the outfits. Who would like to start?
I love the veil. Love the details. Love the plot. Not the dress. The
I
dress.
personally love the dress. I feel like the dress and the veil, like the really long veil, I feel like that complements each other. But if she had to wear that dress without the veil, then it would be
No.
questionable.
Thing is, it wasn't modest, and personally, I don't like short dresses for a
Yeah.
wedding.
Same.
I feel as though she should have had like a nice long dress, and she could have like made it like more like, what's it called?
Traditional.
Traditional, yeah.
I feel
So
like
it looked very weird.
since like she's going through this whole personal discovery thing, I feel like it really kind of
Midlife
like
crisis?
speaks about her edginess, you know,
Yeah.
like the edginess aesthetic that she's taking on.
Edginess at 40?
For
Something.
sure. She explained that later, but I think the veil was gorgeous. I think it was the moment. It stole the show.
Did you realize that
The details?
the
It was the same as
yeah, the
tattoo.
drawing of her veil was on Travis's
He had a
Insert a
tattoo of
picture
it.
as well.
We'll insert a
Where?
picture.
somewhere.
It's gonna be above somewhere, but I think I really love the veil. Personally, I don't like short dresses for weddings. I feel like it's your wedding, it's your big day, do something extravagant. But I guess it matched the vibe, it matched the
She
theme.
tried to be different.
She tried to do her thing. I mean, it worked pretty well for her because people were talking about the
And
dress.
what do we think about the rest of the sisters?
I think they dressed up pretty good.
Really?
But I don't like how like Kim dyed her hair white.
Yeah, Kim was the no.
The
I
flop.
feel like she was like changing
Flaw.
changing it up because she didn't want to like be like similar.
She's matching
towards-
Pete's hair, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
But I like that
crazy.
like light hair on Kim. I love
but
it.
not this one though.
Really?
I
Yeah,
like
the
I
shade
like
is
blonde on
different.
Kim, but this shade is like
It's
too
white.
cool. It's white.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't like how Kylie and Kendall's dress was too similar. It's like
Yeah.
you guys are coming like
Same
together.
thing.
It's like you know when like sisters come matching and whatever. Like it's cute, okay, but this is a wedding. Each one has to have their own moment or thing.
And it's not
Chloe
like they're
served the
young
whole
siblings.
Chloe.
The whole trip, Chloe.
Chloe, 11 out of 10. I love it.
I love the
Like-
crown she was wearing.
Yeah, Italian goddess, literally. Kylie,
The whole thing.
not it.
Kylie had some. She had
Expecting
some
more.
way better looks for normal occasions. For her to go up to a wedding dress like
But
that.
recently, though, she hasn't been doing it for me, like style-wise. So. And
Yeah, and Scott wasn't,
you're invited.
invited, obviously.
Of course.
But what do you guys think about this? Do you guys feel bad for Scott?
Not
No,
really.
No, I don't.
Because he had 10 years. She literally gave him 10 years to change. And, I read somewhere that when she was pregnant with her third and last son, Rain, he was in Miami cheating on her
Oh my god!
while she was pregnant. Like, he was very
Sophia
immature.
Was he dating Sophia Richie at this
No
point?
idea.
No,
He was cheating. He was like on a cheating spree, girl.
he dated
Oh,
Sophia
Tristan,
Richie.
Scott. I feel like in Hollywood it's just this is
It's
how
very
it's
normal. Very-
Don't
Yeah.
date LA boys. That's our
No,
take.
but that's like worldwide. All men cheat. So remember that.
That's a controversial statement.
This is Gina's. Actually, speaking of controversial topics, we want to play a little game. So we have like a series of questions that we're gonna discuss, and some of them are agree or disagree. Some of them are just like deep it, so you think more about this. I've seen this so many times on Food Asylum, and I was inspired to
Bring it on the podcast.
bring it on the podcast. So for the first question, it's an agree or disagree question.
Okay.
Basically, I'm gonna ask you guys if you agree, then you
Put up a-
green,
Yeah,
a green screen. If you disagree, then you put up a red screen.
Red screen.
Okay.
Wait.
And then we'll discuss it. And you guys also in the comments, just tell us whether you agree or disagree with these things. Okay. Let's look. So, for the first statement, it says, girls get followers easier than men on social media. Do you agree or disagree?
I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah.
The reason why girls always get more followers and views more than men
I
is
agree, by the
because
way.
men are the one who give them views. Like, I'm not gonna lie, men are low key thirsty.
Exactly.
They're thirsty,
Social media is not for men. Hear that, please.
when I see a guy posting photos on social media, these are for girls
These
only.
are for girls only.
These are...
Gives you the ick, right?
Yeah, it gives me the ick.
No,
when
but I
see
feel
it.
like if a guy posts on Instagram, but not with the intention to go like viral or whatever, just want to
Yeah.
like shows off his outfit, I feel like that's fine.
No.
But other than that,
I mean,
No.
everyone has their preferences, but personally
Yeah.
for me, like when I see it, I'm like, sometimes it's fine. Some people, it's just like a lot, like they love themselves. I'm like, for what? You're
come on.
like,
If
I
you're
feel
an
like
athlete
we,
or
we,
if
I
you're
have
someone,
some names in mind. We have some names in mind, but I'm not gonna say them because
Sarah.
I don't want to get canceled in Dubai in this environment. It's just not, it's not
Not it.
cute. So,
but like if he was an athlete, if he needed social media to promote his
I mean,
brand,
yeah,
then
like I mean, like you have like Devin, Jude Bellingham.
yeah, Christian.
I feel like social media
Cristiano
isn't
Ronaldo as well.
the place
Like
to
all of them.
advertise or.
Yeah, and everyone. I mean, Eunice can post
Yeah.
whenever he wants. Zach Bia can post whenever he wants.
I mean, they're using it to promote their brand, but when someone doesn't have anything to promote and he's just posing,
Do you have anyone else that you can see they can post whenever they want? Lewis Hamilton.
Lewis Hamilton, of course, he's an athlete, so
Age Central C.
yeah.
Girl.
I'd like to name
I'm
the rest.
Huncho. What is the next question?
The next question.
Okay.
So, this generation expects less than from relationships than previous generations.
Yeah.
So, do you agree or disagree?
Whatever your guys'
I agree.
color. I disagree.
What?
Okay, why
I'll
do you
tell you
disagree?
why.
Tell us why.
Because I feel like in the older generations, there was a lot of like problems, like wars and stuff. So I feel like their standards were low. Like a lot of people had a hard life, and marriage was the way to escape that hard life that they have. So I feel like they really didn't look into, like they didn't wait for love. They're like, I'm in a toxic environment. I need to leave. I need to get married, So I feel like back in the days, their standards were lower, but now...
She kind of has a point because now I feel like expectations are so high. Everything is about money mostly.
I feel like
obviously.
we're literally privileged compared to the older generations.
Definitely.
You know what? I was gonna say I agree because I feel like back then there was more loyalty, there was more
Yeah,
respect.
that's what I was
There was
gonna
more of a
say.
foundation. But this is something that's like already there, like it's a foundation. But the expecting thing, I feel like now we expect more. Like I feel like now we expect from a relationship, like when I get married, like my husband has to have this much money, has to get
No,
me this
but like
each
back
month.
then they used to
To my
literally
kids, he has to do
send.
this.
Back then they used to send letters to one another, and they used to just like.
I feel like that's very like
Is that what we
Hollywood,
want?
old movies kind of thing. I
No,
feel
no,
like
no.
in
It's
reality,
very
actually
pure
really
back
cute.
Gina,
then.
is
Now
that
it's
what
just-
we are looking for?
No, no.
I disagree.
Okay, then let's stay quiet. Actually, you know what? Maria has a good point. I'm changing it to disagree.
Oh.
I'm changing it to disagree, okay?
But
'Cause-
now men are literally so exposed to cheating and all of this. So
I know.
I don't really expect loyalty, which is kind of sad because that's like the foundation of a good relationship.
But I
But
feel like we
it's
have much
not
higher
really like
standards now.
loyalty was there back then. Listen, guys, there's
Back
something
then
called
there was-
like
there was-
generational
there was more-
trauma.
Yeah,
So I feel like the reason why people act the way that they do right now is because it's literally like passed down. Like let's say it's a man or a boy, he grew up with a father who abuses alcohol and cheats and whatever. He would kind of, although like there's a phrase that goes like the abused becomes the abuser. So that's why like I feel like we're headed down a very, very scary road.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like back then, people were way more sexist and stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
I feel like
There's good
for
and
that
bad.
reason, I feel like
We expect more.
now we expect more because we're like times have changed. Come on, like like your husband can be like, oh, but that's not how my parents used to do it.
Yeah.
You'd be like, no, this is what I want now.
Although we expect
standards
more,
get higher.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it'll never be met. Those
Yeah.
standards, which is kind of
True,
upsetting.
not everything.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay. This is just a regular question, so no need for disagree or agree. So, would you be more loyal to your husband or your parents or your best friend?
My
Say each
husband.
one and why. Okay.
Okay, you go first.
Husband.
By loyalty, I don't mean like loyalty doesn't mean like you cheat
No,
on
no, no. It
someone.
can be like
betraying
lying or-
trust,
yeah.
lying or anything like that.
Yeah, I feel like husband because with family, they're blood. I'll
They're always
forever.
there.
They're always there. I'll forever make it up to them.
But I don't think blood equals loyalty. Like I feel like
Really?
Yeah,
I feel
blood is not-
thicker than anything.
A lot of
No.
families, literally so many like court cases opened for families taking money, like siblings fighting
Yeah.
over money.
exactly.
No.
I
Imagine
feel like
throwing each other in the
the
bus.
first person you should be loyal to when you get married is your significant other,
obviously.
because now they're your family.
They're
You
your
need to
family.
be
They're
taking
your
care
family.
of each other,
Yeah.
you know?
100%.
But then family comes next and then best friend. Sorry, Sarah.
No, I agree 100%.
I agree
Yeah.
too. I think we
I
all have the
think-
same answers.
Yeah, I think my husband would be the first person because he's my new family, my close family, the person I live with, I have children with, and all this. So there's definitely a need that needs to be met there, and it's something that we both expect from each other. My parents, I feel like they're always going to be there for me.
And they're always going to
Okay?
understand.
They're
at
always
the end
gonna
of
be
the
there,
day.
they're always gonna
But if your
understand.
husband
But
say
I
like
still,
you lied to him, he can just walk away and you're just left with nothing.
100%.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, we only have time for one more final question. Let's choose. Okay, do you want to do this one or this one?
I feel like this one
Okay.
is love.
Okay. So this one's a very opinionated one.
Very.
And
I'm very opinionated.
this has caused lots of heated arguments
Controversy.
with me, Gina, and others. So, question
What's the
is love all you need in a relationship?
No, need more.
No, I feel like love is the foundation.
Yeah, but is
You know?
love all
And
you
then-
need? The question is love all you need
I mean,
in a
this is
relationship?
not really.
If
no,
you want it to be
obviously not.
toxic, then yeah. But
Like how much? Like I feel like love is literally like 15% of it.
Less.
2%.
Yes.
I feel
Now
like
we're
in
talking.
a relationship, I feel like the foundation of any relationship should be love, and then the rest is just like a building
loyalty,
block.
respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like for me it's loyalty, respect.
But with love
And then
comes
love-
loyalty and respect.
Well-
Like if you love someone, you will automatically love, like respect and be loyal
Yeah,
to
I
them.
know,
You know.
but
But you
There's some
can
people
still
out
be
there-
with someone that you don't love and you just respect and be loyal to. So love is not really a necessity here.
No, but
No, but
what
if
I'm
you're married
saying
to
is
someone
that
you wanna live
when
with
you love someone, respect
children
and
with-
loyalty follows.
Then you obviously have to have like a sense of feelings
A
towards
sense of,
them.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it'll eventually die.
Yeah, love is conditional.
No,
I feel like
disagree.
Disagree.
You guys think you're gonna love the
Yeah.
same way throughout all the years
Yeah.
of your
There's no reason for me to be not interested in the person I
Why
married. I feel like
No. Listen. we're
why
not-
would some? I don't really like
You know,
to.
let them be.
Yeah, man.
Whatever.
This is the lovey-dovey side of.
Maria, hold on. I'm not saying not interested. I'm saying eventually that love fades. It can change.
I mean, you
Obviously
can
not
get-
gonna
Get
be-
stronger.
No,
I
you're
feel
not gonna be in the
like
honeymoon
you-
phase of your life.
respect gets stronger.
Love
Other than
gets-
that,
No, I
Guys,
feel like.
Trust gets
Okay,
stronger.
Maria, you speak, and then I have to say something after this because this is
Okay,
important,
listen.
guys. Okay.
What was your? What were we talking about?
Love unconditional fades.
Okay. I feel like in any relationship, it's very normal and natural for you to be bored. But falling out of love, I feel like that's really depressing. Like, why would you spend your life with someone that you just fell out of love? Like, get a divorce and find someone else. Find someone new that you love, you know?
I think the door.
Period.
I think we're not welcome here. Hold on. Let me just say one final thing before we end this, before we close this off. Okay, I feel like eventually when you get married, things are good at the start. Then, in the middle,
What the
it
Egyptian
starts to turn into a
weddings?
business. It starts to turn into a business.
It does, after you have kids.
Because you're partners.
After you have kids, so then all you talk about is money, finances, all this that you forget and you get distracted from that part of the relationship.
But your feelings will
And
always be
investment,
there.
Yes, they are gonna be there, but no,
not
sometimes
as
they die
strong
out
as
and they fade, and like sometimes you get some serious.
But if
heated-
you fall out of love with like your husband, why would you stay in that relationship?
because I for my kids.
For your kids.
But I feel like that's a very
And would you-
harmful
okay,
statement,
and
like
you
for
get
the
a-
kids.
You get a
money.
divorce.
I feel this should be a whole episode to like discuss.
Okay, let me say something
But
real
if
quick.
you get a divorce, you have to go through the process of finding love all over again.
You
And I
don't need
think-
you don't really need love to survive.
listen,
But the reason I think that it's harmful to stay with someone you're not interested in for the sake of the kids, that's harmful because now since you and your partner are not intimate, you are setting a very toxic standard for your children.
I agree with this.
Yeah, I
This
agree with that.
So get divorced, find someone else. Like
No.
Kim Kardashian said,
Okay.
you know, husbands they keep coming and going. Children
when
are for
they're-
life, you know?
Kids are for life. Okay,
You're
listen,
stuck for life.
I just feel like if I have a certain level of comfort with someone, it's hard to let go, even if you don't love them anymore. Like you get attached to that person, you live with them.
They're like your
But then,
friends.
as a
you
like a
feel
mother,
safe.
you should have the responsibility to create a safe and like a positive environment for your children. You know, because children are literally a copy of their parents. You know.
Yeah.
That's true,
So I don't want my child to grow up and be like, love isn't real. I'm just gonna be alone forever.
No. Love is real. Love. She's talking about
It is real.
She's literally bashing us with this one.
Literally.
Listen, no.
But I feel like I've got enough of it from my family, so I don't need to look for it anywhere else.
Okay, love is real. Yes, but I'm just saying it's not unconditional. That's it. Okay. Now, on that note, we're gonna end the episode. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you so much. Be sure to like and subscribe.
Okay, continue.
Be sure to like and subscribe, and we've got our Instagram
Linked below.
link below.
Or here.
Somewhere.
It's probably here.
Okay, it's gonna be linked below.
Lazy Sarah.
Hopefully, it's gonna be somewhere here. And please let us know what you would like to see next.
She's not a very good host for that.
Guys, I'm joking. Oh, of course I would edit.
For you guys.
Yasmin, it's your turn to edit this week.
Okay, guys, comment down below if you want to see another episode of me and Maria on the
Obviously,
podcast.
guys, I know you want to see more of me. I got you guys.
Thank you guys
I'm
for
coming.
joining us today. And see you on next week's episode.
Bye.